Hello, this is McD the Beast, and this is McD Sports 4 coming to you today with my NL West predictions for the 2019 season. Before I continue, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Also, please subscribe to the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. To really try and build this channel up, so please hit that subscribe button. 5 teams in the NL West, as you know: Diamondbacks, Padres, Dodgers, Giants, Rockies. Basically going to predict the standings for the NL West. I already did the AL East. I already did the AL. 3 videos on the AL East, AL Central, AL West. So go check out those videos out on the YouTube page. But let's talk about the NL West. And then first place in the NL West, I go 1 through 5. And first place, I think, is pretty obvious. LA Dodgers, I have in first place. Now, you might look at that record and think that I'm under projecting them. Listen, they lost some hitting in Matt Kemp, Yasiel Puig. They gave up a starting pitcher as well to the Reds as well. I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to clear cap space going after Bryce Harper, or trying to stay under that tax threshold, I think, which is at like $189 million last time I checked. But the Dodgers, they'll cakewalk through the NL West because there's enough teams in the NL West that they should dominate the series as they play 19 games each season. There should be enough teams in the NL West, at least the bottom 2 teams that I think they'll dominate throughout the season. But I don't know if the Dodgers, I don't know if they could go up against the good teams in the NL like Milwaukee or Washington, Philadelphia, Atlanta, the Cubs. I don't know if they could go up against those good teams and be above 500 or even at 500. So that's why I have them at 91 and 71. Still a pretty good pitching staff. The bullpen's very good. The hitting, I think, is going to take a step back. But give me the Dodgers in first place at 91 and 71. And second place in the NL West, I have the Colorado Rockies, 84 and 78. Basically, the Rockies, I have them taking a step back. I thought last year was a bit of an aberration. I'm not sold on the pitching staff at all for the Rockies, especially the starting pitching staff. It's very tough to pitch up there in Coors Field. So that's why I think this team's going to take a step back. They did sign Nolan Arenado. They don't have to worry about that. They signed him to a massive extension like a few weeks ago, 8 years, $260 million. So they don't have to worry about that, which is good. But I think they're going to take a step back. I think they have the right pieces in place. I just think they're just going to take a step back. I just have a gut feeling they're going to take a step back and go 84 and 78. They're still going to be a very competitive team, though, in my opinion. In third place in the NL West, I have the San Diego Padres going 80 and 82. The Padres are 2 years away from being World Series contenders, in my opinion. I think next year in 2020, they'll make the playoffs, and then 2021, going into the 2021 season, we're talking about them being World Series contenders. Best farm system in the league. I think we're going to see some of those prospects this year show out. If not, definitely next year. I think the worst case scenario for the Padres is that they will get into playoffs not until 2021. I really think the Padres are a year or 2 away. Also, outside of Eric Hosmer on that team, they just signed Manny Machado, big time contract, 10 years, $300 million. We did a video on that. I'll go ahead and you just go check it out on the channel actually. But the Padres, they're going to be competitive, but it's going to be a lot of young pieces. And if you're a Padres fan, I think you still got to wait at least a year before your team is in the playoffs. I think you guys can make it in 2020, but not in 2019. Especially with the Dodgers and Rockies that I think are better than you. And you look around the NL, I think there's 4 teams. I think there's at least 3 teams in the NL East that are better than you. And I can make an argument that all 5 teams in the NL Central are better than you. So I just don't think this is the year for the Padres. But next year, 2020, I think we're going to be talking about the Padres being in the playoffs. So give me the Padres in third place, 80 and 82. In fourth place in the NL West, Arizona Diamondbacks, 74 and 88. listen, the Diamondbacks are clearly rebuilding, but they still have a few pieces on that team. Zach Greinke, they were unable to unload him. They're going to be trading him this during the trading deadline. I could guarantee that. I don't know to who, but they will be trading him. They still have a couple hitters on the team. They got rid of Paul Goldschmidt to the Cardinals. There's a video on that on the McD Sports 4 YouTube channel, so go check that out. But their hitting's going to be okay. You look at their pitching. The pitching is actually still pretty good for the Diamondbacks, so that's why I have them in 4th place. And I have them getting above 70 wins. I think the pitching's good enough, the starting pitching that is, to hold this team above 70 wins. And I think that's going to be the difference for them being out of the cellar. But they'll get dominated by the good teams like the Dodgers, the Cardinals, Brewers, Cubs, maybe the Reds, the Phillies, Nationals, Braves, maybe the Mets. They'll get dominated by those teams, in my opinion. Now, in 5th place in the NL West, San Francisco Giants, 68 and 94. I think this is going to be a dumpster fire. I know Bruce Bochy and this Giants team thinks they have something improved. This is actually Bruce Bochy's last year. He's retiring after this year, and he's really had a great career. 3-time World Series manager with the Giants. Also, his tenure with the Padres is pretty good for the most part. At least it was competitive teams going out there. But the Giants, I think this is going to be a dumpster fire. They will trade Madison Bumgarner at the trade deadline. That I'm pretty sure they're going to do. To who, I don't know. And there will be a video about MLB trade deadline once we get closer to that in July, obviously. But I mean, there's a bunch of old guys on this Giants team. They have like Evan Longoria, Buster Posey. They still have Scudero on that team and Andrew Pagan. They have the problem with the Giants is that they won the World Series 3 straight times, and that last World Series when in 2014 they've been holding on to that group for a very long time, and they had maybe like 2 decent seasons, and they made the playoffs I think once, but outside of that they have not. They really haven't done much outside of that. I mean, they had 1 year that I think last season, for instance, they didn't do much at all. But the Giants, they will be they will be the worst team in the NL West, in my opinion. I think there's a chance that 2 or 3 teams might be worse than them, including the Diamondbacks. But I think it's going to be such a dumpster fire in San Francisco that the Giants are going to be in last place. I just have a gut opinion about that. So those are my NL West predictions. Comment down below. Tell me your predictions. I'll be interested to hear about your predictions. Also, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And also, please subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching the video. And this is McD the Beast signing off.